Hey everyone, Melissa here. Welcome to my channel if you're new here, or welcome back. I am recording this practice today in the beautiful Portugal, which means I have gotten on a plane to get here, which left me to the inspiration of this practice. And the intention is to just move the body and open it up after perhaps a long flight, or if you're just feeling really stiff and you need to reawaken and just move some energy, clear some space. This is a great practice for that. It is well-rounded. We are going to do a little bit of breath work, some breath of joy. We're going to open up the upper body, the neck, the shoulders, the chest, and the lower body as well, the hips, hamstrings. And we'll finish this sequence, this practice in Shavasana, and just resting and receiving and integrating and just ground into the sounds of nature. So get into something comfortable and let's get this practice started. All right, let's begin standing. So go ahead and stand up. We'll start with loosening up the body a little bit, moving through that stiffness. So we'll start with some arm swings. So you're going to swing your arms forward and back, and every other one you're going to bend your elbows. So I'll show you from the side. Okay, so just trying to loosen up the shoulders and the elbows and start to drop into your breath. Just breathe in and out through the nose. And now we're going to bring in some twists, dynamic twists. So you start to swing your arms from side to side, and as you move to each side, pick up the back heel and let your torso twist with you so that you're not pulling on the knee. And again, breathing in, breathing out through the nose. All right, now come back to center. You're just standing here with your feet hip width distance apart. You're going to bring your hands onto your shoulders and start to bring in some shoulder rolls. So bringing your elbows forward, up, and back all the way around. When we're sitting, we usually crouch down, so we'll start to open it up. And make sure you're not holding the breath. You're still tapping into that breath. One more. Good. Release your arms. Take a breath in, reach your arms up high. And then as you exhale, lower your arms down and just clear the space around you. Now as you're standing here, just give your shoulders a roll back, stand up nice and tall, chest open. We'll invite in some neck rolls. So first we'll start off just by dropping the chin down, keeping the shoulders back and down, and then lift the chin all the way up. And come down, this can be your exhale. And as you lift up, this can be your inhale. A few more times like this. Bring your head back to center. Now we'll just look from right to left. Look over your shoulder. And center. Look over your other shoulder. And center. So go like this. One direction could be an inhale. The other direction could be an exhale. Okay, last round. And back to center. Now we'll add in a head tilt. So keeping your head facing forward, just drop one ear to one shoulder. And center, one ear, other shoulder. And center, back and forth like this. Some head tilts. In and out through the nose. It's where your breath flows. Okay, now we'll start with some U shapes. So drop your chin down, bring one ear to one shoulder, and then trace the chin down and around, other ear to other shoulder. making a U shape from side to side. Now if it's comfortable and okay for your neck, start to continue to go all the way around in one direction. Full circle. Keep going in that same direction. You're welcome to close your eyes. Moving nice and slow and exploring any areas that feel a little sticky or tight or tense. Breathe into it. And if you're going in one direction, you're just going to change direction when it feels right for you. Okay, finishing off your last circle, come back to center. Good, you're going to inhale, reach your arms up. Take your right hand, grab a hold of your left wrist, and arch up and over to the right. So root down through your left foot. It doesn't really matter which side you do because we're going to end up doing both sides. So keep your chest open, shoulders soft. Breathe into the side that is being exposed, the side that is being bowed. And inhale back to center. Stay here for your exhale, and then just grab opposite wrist. So left hand to right wrist if you're following me. Just arch up and over to the left side. Both feet are rooted onto the ground. Chest is open, shoulders soft. Breathe into the right side. Back to center, inhale. Reach up tall. As you exhale, lower your arms down. As you do that, clear the space around you. Okay, so a couple more here, standing. You're going to interlace the hands behind you. As you do that, you're going to give your shoulders a loop back, and then extend your elbows. Draw your knuckles down and away, so a little chest opener. So as you do this, your ribs might want to pop out. You want to knit the ribs in, tailbone lengthens down. Breathe into your chest, inhale. Exhale, soften the belly. And two more like this. Inhale into the chest. Expand the breath all the way up into your collarbones. Exhale. One more time like this. Nice smooth inhalation. Breathe in. And breathe out. And then release your hands. And give your shoulders a couple rolls, a little letting go. Okay, now we're going to do something called the breath of joy, just to move the energy, just to awaken and enliven. So how it looks is 3 continuous inhales, so, and then an exhale through the mouth. So it's like you're sipping air, 1, 2, 3, and then exhale through the mouth. And this is how it's going to look. Join in when you're ready. So you're going to swing your arms. You're going to go inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale through the mouth and wash it away. Okay, so it goes like this. Join in. Two more. And release. Slowly come back up to stand to the top of your mat. Come into mountain pose, Tadasana. Shoulders back, palms face open. Eyes up along the horizon. Pause here. Breathe deeply. Let yourself settle. As you breathe in, take life in. Feel that inspiration. Feel that joy. As you exhale, ground here, land in your body, in your breath. Okay. Now we'll take it down to the mat. So we'll inhale, breathe out, lift the arms up. Little bend in the knees, exhale, forward fold, lower down. Pause here in your forward fold. You can bend your knees a lot here. Hands could stay on the ground, or if you'd like, grab opposite elbows. You can be still, or if you'd like to just sway, gently nod your head yes, releasing further tension in the neck. Or if you'd like to sway your body from side to side, make this your own here. Breathe into the belly. So you're breathing through the nose, but you're feeling the belly rise and fall. So just feeling the spine release. So if you're grabbing opposite elbows, just release your hands back down towards the mat. And on your next inhalation, halfway lift, inhale. Fingertips to shins or quads, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, shoulders back, chin in, chest open. Then as you exhale, forward fold. You're going to plant your hands down and just step back to downward facing dog. So your feet are hip width distance apart, hands are shoulder width distance apart. Spread your fingers wide and just start to pedal out your legs. Bend one knee, bend the other. Push down through the palms so your sit bones reach up and back, so you're really lengthening out your spine. Continue to anchor into your breath in and out through the nose, stretching out the backs of the legs, lengthening out the spine. Wrap your upper arms around and in. Make this downward dog your own. So if you'd like to just dip your hips from one side and the other, there's no right or wrong here. Good, so if you're pedaling out and moving around, start to find some stillness. Keep pushing down through the hands. Sit bones reach up and back towards the sky, towards the ceiling. And now we're going to gently step your right foot through between the hands. Gently place the left knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Thumbs back, pinkies forward. Drop that right hip down. Chest open, shoulders soft. Tailbone is lengthening down. Imagine as if you're zipping up a tight pair of jeans, so the low belly pulls in. Good, now take your hands down and shift your weight back and extend your right leg, toes flexed towards the face. Just getting into the hamstrings here. You can stay on your fingertips or your hands can come on blocks. Just soften the shoulders and lengthen out the spine here. Drop into your breath, nice nourishing breaths in and out through the nose. Find ease and softness here as you gently open up behind the back of that right leg. Good, and then re-bend that right knee. Take your right foot, heel toe it out to the right just a little bit. Make some space for your chest and torso. Bring your right arm to the inside of that leg. Turn your right toes to face the top right corner edge of your mat. And then from here you can lift your right hand and take your right hand just to the right thigh here. And gently come onto the outer edge of your right foot if that feels okay. And gently push that right thigh away. And if this is not feeling good for your knees or anywhere in the body, you can stay with your foot flat on the mat and hands down here. Okay. Breathe into your psoas, your hip flexors, your inner thigh. If you're pushing that right knee out, maybe you invite in a gentle twist, opening up the chest. Good, release, come back to center. Heel toe your right foot back in, hands on either side, tuck your left toes underneath, power up your back leg. Lift your hips up, push down into your hands, and step your right foot back, downward facing. Take a nice big breath in through your nose. And a big exhale out through the mouth. Now bring your left foot forward between the hands. Gently place your right knee down. And then reach your arms up overhead, thumbs back. Pinkies forward, chest open, shoulders soft. Drop the left hip down. Low belly zips up and in. Eyes along the horizon. And then take your hands down on either side of your left leg. Shift your weight back, extend your left leg. Flex the left toes towards the face, soften the shoulders, lengthen the spine, chin is in. Then breathe into the back of the left hamstring. Okay, now re-bend the left knee, shift forward. Heel toe your left foot out to the left. Make some space for your chest and torso, hands come down. You can stay here or turn your left toes to face the top left corner of your mat. You can stay here or come onto the outer edge of your left foot. Lift your left hand up and place your left hand on your thigh and gently guiding that thigh open, making sure you don't feel any sharp pain. And if you are in this position, opening up the thigh, maybe you open up the chest a little bit and spiral your heart up towards the sky. Breathe into your belly. Can you find ease and softness here? Soften the tension with your exhales, and that's going to increase your range of motion. Beautiful. Come back to center. Bring that foot back into the middle, hands on either side. Tuck your right toes underneath. Power up your back leg. So you're going to push down into your hands, lift your hips up slightly. You're going to feel your core engage. Step back. Downward facing dog. Breathe in through your nose. And a nice cleansing breath, exhale out of the mouth. Alrighty. So lift your heels up, bring your knees down. You're going to release your right hip down onto the mat. Coming into deer pose. If you prefer pigeon, you can go into pigeon. We're going to start with the right leg in front. So we're going to come into a pinwheel shape. So your right leg is going to come in front of you. Left leg behind you. So your right, this is the deer pose. Your right shin's parallel to the top of the mat. Ideally, there's that 90-90 with the two legs, but it's okay if that left heel is in closer, and if you need to draw the right heel in closer, that's fine too. It's just opening up the hips, especially if we've been sitting for a while. So maybe you'd like to start here and just sit up tall. Maybe you'd like to take your left hand to your left hip, right hand is on the ground, and just start to gently rock that left hip forward and back with that left hand on the waist. And just gently coerce that left inner thigh open. Just a couple rocks. And then from here, you're going to prepare to fold forward. So you're going to take your hands out in front of you and start to walk yourself down onto your elbows, or maybe all the way down onto your chest, or maybe you lay over a bolster, or maybe you have a block and you place it under your forehead. You can also instead, as I mentioned earlier, come into pigeon instead, whatever you prefer. So once you come into your chosen shape, support yourself here with any props if you'd like, or just on your forearms. Maybe you close down your eyes and just take a scan throughout your body and see where you may be holding tension, consciously or unconsciously. Softening the jaw, the shoulders, the fingers, the toes, the hips. Use your exhalations to help facilitate that letting go. Anchor into your breath in and out through the nose. All right, start to lift your chest back up. If your right hip isn't on the ground, if you're in pigeon, place your right hip down. We're going to bring that left leg forward. Take your hands behind you. Give your chest a little puff up, open up, and windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Release your hips. Beautiful. We'll take it to the other side. So lean over onto your left side. If you're doing pigeon, take pigeon on the left. So left leg is now in front of you. Lean over to your left, and your right leg is going to swing behind you. And choose your position here, as long as there's no pain. And here, if you'd like to start by coursing that right hip open, left hand on the ground, right hand on that right hip. And start to gently rock yourself forward and back. Just keep this effortless. You're not forcing anything. And then stay anchored into your breath. Okay, when you're ready, you're going to prepare to fold forward. So walk your hands forward, come down onto your forearms or whatever props you would like, if you have them, to place them to support your torso, support your head. Make any adjustments. And once you find your position, see if you can commit to stillness here. Close down your eyes. You can take a cleansing breath out of the mouth whenever you need to facilitate that further release. Just releasing and breathing out stagnancy and stiffness. Stretching and opening up the body to just allow our energy to move freely again. Okay, start to prepare to come out. Place your hands down. Lift your torso up. If you're in pigeon, bring your left hip down. We're going to swing that right leg forward. Again, take your hands behind you. We'll windshield wiper the legs from side to side. So just open up your chest. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do this. Just move in a way that feels good for you. Just follow the lead of your body, of what feels nice. And if you're not sure what to do, you can just follow me. or look to this for inspiration. Okay, now we're going to come onto our back. So scoot yourself up a bit so that there's space behind you on your mat. We're going to lay down onto our backs, and we'll just invite in a nice twist to tie everything together. So your left leg's going to go long, your right knee's going to pull in, and then we'll do a simple twist. The left hand will come to the outside of the right thigh, roll over onto your left side. Right arm's going to open up into a T, right palm is up, so you're externally rotating that right shoulder. Find a comfortable position for your head, for your neck, either looking towards that right leg or look center, or for a full twist, look the opposite way. Again, just tuning into what would feel the most supportive for you in this moment. Close down your eyes. It'll allow you to drop into your inner world, drop into your breath, and tap into your abdominal breathing, so belly is rising and falling. As we inhale, we invite in nourishment. As we exhale, we invite in release. Good. Start to come back to center. Place both feet down onto the mat. Give your hips a little lift and lower just to readjust so they're even back on the mat. Extend your right leg long, draw your left knee in. Take your right hand to the outside of the left thigh, twist on the other side. Roll over onto your right side. And just open up that left arm, left palm is up. Externally rotate the left shoulder open. Find your comfortable position for your neck. Maybe you close your eyes, drop into your abdominal breathing. One breath at a time. All right, come back to center. Place both feet down onto the mat again. Lift and lower your hips to adjust. Make sure that they're even and level. And then bring your knees in towards your chest. Interlace the fingers around your shins. Bring in some symmetry again. Use your biceps to pull the thighs in. Breathe into your belly. All right, now we'll come into Shavasana. Extend your legs out long, as wide as the mat. Arms out by your side, palms up. Maybe give your chest a little lift. Gently tuck the shoulders under, relax them back down so it's nice and open across the chest. Your ankles fall open. Take a nice breath in through your nose, fill up. And a big exhale out through the mouth, release. Let it go. Just notice how it feels to just lay horizontally, just allowing the ground to support you. Notice how it feels to take up space. Relax the energy behind your eyes as your eyes are closed, or just soften the gaze. And just allow your breath to be effortless here. Allow yourself to just rest and receive, ground and nourish here. There's nothing here for you to do. Just allow for this integration. And just know that the more you can relax here, the deeper you are supported and held. Think heavy, heavy bones. Imagine the muscles just melting off the bones. Now see if you can gift yourself at least a couple minutes here to just be, to receive and integrate, reset. And thank you for your trust. Namaste.